Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Now here's Curry, coming off a terrific game against Houston. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
Here's Melton. Outside Curry. Porzingis sets a screen. No good from outside. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
And coming into that one, honestly, they were hoping to pull off an upset, but the talent differential was just too much to overcome.
You have the sense that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
And a deep 3 from Curry. That won't go either for Curry.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And good look at the quickness for Williams.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal for the finish. And SGA throws it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Green. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Banked it in off the glass. Williams has got his second basket on the night.
They're really working the paint now.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Taking a look at some numbers here for Kristaps Porzingis. Melton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Melton passes to Butler. Porzingis with a screen on Dort. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Victory eluded them the last time they faced the Warriors.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
4 on the clock. Goes up on the wing, and it's Oklahoma City with another.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Melton. And he also played really well in the win against the Rockets. The three from Curry. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to catch up with Oklahoma City's head coach. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
I'll tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Into the lane. Dort outside. Wallace outside. Shoots over Curry. Here's Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Melton finds Butler. Porzingis with a screen on Dort. Now Porzingis. They get it back. Butler drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler, as tough as they come, competing on the backboards. Nice second chance opportunity.
Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the 3.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Now here's Curry. Watched by Wallace. And the basket by Curry.
I'll tell you, Steph Curry has worked so hard to develop that ball handling ability, and it shows through on that bucket. What a move from Steph.
Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 7 points in the game.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Curry with it. He's got 5. He takes it in. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Curry.
You know, if you're open, Stephen Curry has that team-first mentality. He will find you.
Thunder leading by 9. Wallace outside. Back to SGA. Right side, Williams. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Melton, and he buries his first look.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
And here's SGA. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Now here's Wallace. Screen by Holmgren. Steps back. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Off target from outside. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Curry. Now Melton. Outside Curry. Here's Melton. 3-pointer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Wallace. He's covered by Curry. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. The rebound by Melton. The Warriors have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Thunder leading by 5. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Fran.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Thunder, Hartenstein comes in for Holmgren, and it's Caruso in for Wallace. Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Melton. Hartenstein passes to Caruso. Lets it go from 11. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Butler. His last outing, he had 24 points. And there's another one for the Warriors.
Well, plenty of firepower in Jimmy Butler's game. His jump shot, just one of the ways he can hurt you.
Outside, SGA. Outside, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Clock at 6 from deep, SGA. No luck on that one. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Butler. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Here's Caruso. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Al Horford's defensive abilities, that rim protection is exactly what you get nightly.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Golden State on D. It's a 3-point game. Here's Williams. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Again, the miss by Butler.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Dort against Curry. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Now here's Caruso. 14 points for him last game against New York.
One of the best screeners in the game, Isaiah Hartenstein. That defender going to feel that one.
Warriors trail by 7. Outside Moody. Back to Butler. Pass to Curry. The 3. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Caruso outside. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Joe comes in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis passes to Moody. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside Joe to the middle. And Williams punches it home.
Woo-hoo! That's the athleticism you talk about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Butler. Screen by Horford. Butler into the lane. And it's Butler with the jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Williams. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. "56 seconds left to play in the first quarter."
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Moody passes to Payton. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Horford. Here's the three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, this is just another way that Al Horford can beat you. He has turned himself into a quality three-point shooter.
Payton against Mitchell. And he buries his first look.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Payton. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for the Thunder. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Thunder.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Al Horford, Brandon Pajemski out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Moses Moody, and it's Porzingis in at center, filling out the middle. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Outside Joe. Pass to Mitchell. Hartenstein a screen. Let's go with a three. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors trailing. Outside Payton. Now Porzingis. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
Now here's Caruso, still without a bucket. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Joe. Connects from downtown. And the Thunder lead by 1.
This is a specialty for Isaiah Joe. Rise and fire in the catch and shoot.
Now Payton. Outside Porzingis. Back to Payton. Outside Pajemski. Takes the three. Hartenstein pulls it in. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Mitchell against Payton. Pass to Joe. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And here's a look at the teams who have been piling up assists since the All-Star break. The Warriors, number 1.
They're clearly on the same page offensively, and the chemistry has gotten better and better. The assist totals have been outstanding.
And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Melton, he's checked in for Payton. Horford, a screen on Mitchell. Now here's Melton. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Horford. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Thunder with a lead. Hardenstein passes to Wallace. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he drives in. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two. Oklahoma City shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. It's both from the stripe. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Brian, back over to you.
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Melton. Pass to Horford. Over Holmgren. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Wallace outside. Got a piece of it. Outside Pajemski. Outside Porzingis. To the paint. And stolen by Hartenstein. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Holmgren. And here's Wallace. 5 on the clock. Gets the 3 to fall. Wallace has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Now here's Melton. Back to Horford. Oh, got a piece of it. And miss after miss right now.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy's 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Holmgren against Porzingis. Pass to Melton. Moody on the wing. Now Melton, and it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Six on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Butler outside. Knocks down the triple. Butler's got 9.
Well, never one to force up a three. Jimmy Butler judiciously will take a three-point opportunity. That is a nice delivery.
Now here's Williams. 26 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York. Melton with the ball. Started now by Mitchell.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Williams. And here's Holmgren. Back to Williams. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Just 4 to shoot. Caruso misses. Warriors trail by 4. Porzingis passes to Butler. Here's Moody. Pass to Porzingis. Over Mitchell. What a finish from Porzingis.
You get the sense his teammates recognize Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm. Let's keep feeding him.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Holmgren with a screen on Horford. Here's Williams. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. He's got 10.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Horford can't hit.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Al Horford.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
Free throw drops for Williams. Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out, this guy's game is big time.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And here's Curry for 3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Pass to Hartenstein. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Sometimes in this league, you just have to be patient. Isaiah Hartenstein, a second-round pick, he has now become an invaluable asset to his team.
Now here's Butler. He's got 9. And here's Curry for 3. And that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. The Warriors, second.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Thunder leading by 5. Wallace outside. Back to SGA. And it's rejected. They retain possession, and Hartenstein gets it to go.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Warriors trail by 7. Butler taking his time here. Here's Curry. Ooh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
How good are the handles of Stephen Curry? Well, they open the doors early so people can get a look at it. Woo-hoo, that's nice.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Outside, Williams. Pass to McCain. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wallace. The rebound by Post. The Warriors have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Inside. And stolen by Hartenstein. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a three.
You have got to chase Shea off that three-point line because this guy can make shots with consistency from range.
Warriors trail by 8. Butler on the wing. Over McCain. Again, the Warriors score.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
The Thunder have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. SGA's got 12 points in the game. Well, the Warriors shooting just around 47% in the second quarter. Melton passes to Curry. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wallace. Now Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Warriors trail by 11. Curry with it. He's got 13. Butler on the wing. Covered by McCain. A shot by Butler. No good. Oklahoma City has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they've pulled out in front.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Horford. The free throw drops for Williams.
Boy, Jalen Williams has had success almost from the moment he stepped between the lines here. And folks, there's another ceiling he can get to.
Now here's Curry. Big time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 19-7 run. Fires from deep. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
So it's the Warriors now, following the three by Oklahoma City. Melton passes to Curry. Right wing. Here's Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Here's Wallace, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. He's off on the second. Warriors trail by 16. To the inside. Here's Green. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
There's a competitive edge to Draymond Green's game that makes him willing to try to score it on the interior. That's pretty.
Oklahoma City has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Pass to Williams. Wallace outside. Screen by Holmgren. Wallace misses. The Warriors shooting 45% here in the second. Here's Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Oklahoma City leading by 12. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. SGA against Melton. Pass to Wallace. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. 2 points. That one goes. Wallace has got 21 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Mark Dagnall, and Coach, your defense has been on point. What have you been seeing out there?
Yeah, I thought early we were pretty well-intentioned, and we just weren't in a great rhythm, but it wasn't out of lack of trying. And then we were really active. I thought we really helped one another. We were really aggressive on the ball, made them feel our pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Thunder.
They've been locked in. I mean, locked in. They know what they want, and they know how to get it. Kind of like Shaq at the barbecue.
Say, Diesel, what's your favorite dish at a cookout?
Cereal in a bowl.
At a barbecue?
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Cason Wallace with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. They trail by 14. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah to take on the Jazz. That game will conclude the three-game road trip they're currently on. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren, and it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the group from Mark Dagnall starting the second half. Dort outside for three. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Warriors trail by 12. Here's Melton, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, there's evidence all over the floor of how well Stephen Curry runs this team. He does a good job keeping them at their pace and making all the right decisions.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. But SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Guys, back to you.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Dort, the pass to Williams. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 16 points.
In this league, you've got to be able to convert against tight coverage. J-Dub, yes, sir.
Butler passes to Porzingis. Tries again. The gritty finish from Butler there.
I mean, he's coming off a terrific performance in the last game, and he's still feeling it tonight.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. 4-3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Warriors trail by 12. Melton outside. Back to Green. Now here's Curry. The D's right on him. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
SGA against Melton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Back to Green. Pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
Wallace outside. Inside. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Curry, that's good.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here we have a rundown of the teams with the best rebounding numbers this season. The Warriors, 4th.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Wallace outside. And there's a pick. Shot clock at 6.
The energy from Steph Curry on the defensive end right there. Really good job.
And Melton, here we go.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, all game long they had great energy, leading to ample second chance opportunities, and they converted.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
First free throw is good. And Melton drops them both.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
SGA passes to Williams. Now Dort. Outside, SGA. Holmgren with a screen on Melton. And it's SGA missing. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Golden State. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. The three from Curry. Counted from distance. Curry's got 13 points in this quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Outside, Williams. Pass to SGA. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game. Golden State on D. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Stolen by Melton. Pass to Porzingis. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, at 7'3", Porzingis is a difficult check. He puts the defense in a bind right there.
And he drops the first.
I think for Kristaps Porzingis, we know unequivocally the talent, the shooting, the shot blocking, everything is there for him to impact the game. The key is just stay healthy.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Outside, Williams. Back to SGA. Can they get it? Ooh, strong finish, SGA.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Jalen Williams.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Caruso is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Moody's checked in. 2 on the clock. And here's Butler outside. The Thunder with the rebound. Caruso with it. Now guarded by Curry. Williams from long range. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Butler finds Porzingis. Stolen by Caruso. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there. Cost them a possession.
The Warriors leading. Pass to Porzingis. Curry against SGA. Curry, no good. The Thunder shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Outside for SGA. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Golden State. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Dort against Curry. Pulls it. That one's wide left.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Porzingis. Holmgren with the block.
You have to be careful with Chet Holmgren's around defensively. This guy, such a good shot blocker.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Now here's Moody. Dort defending. To the middle. 4 on the clock. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Outside Curry. Butler, a screen on SGA. And the Warriors miss again. Thunder with a lead. Shot from the top of the key. Good work there as it goes. SGA's gotten 4 this quarter. Here's Golden State. They're on a 17-6 run. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And since the break, here are the NBA's best free throw shooting teams. In third, the Warriors. Fourth, the Thunder.
It's obvious that both of these teams value every free throw they get. Since the break, they've been really dialed in from the line.
Moody passes to Green. Green, a screen. Pass to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Thunder leading by 3. Here's Williams. And scores off the crossover. And that's 20 points for Jalen Williams.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Golden State has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Butler against Caruso. Porzingis with a screen on Caruso. Here's Butler. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's. The Thunder shooting around 53%, a nice number. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Green. Now here's Curry. SGA covering. He's all alone. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That is SGA at his best, running the floor, playing with pace.
There's a minute 54 left in the third. Outside Butler. Outside Moody. Now Butler. Outside Curry. The 3-ball. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his 3rd assist of the night.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
SGA passes to Dort. Caruso outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Caruso's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, Caruso with the big-time answer from distance. You love that.
Green with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the Warriors with another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams, and Mitchell's subbed in for Dort. Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Jimmy Butler. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lets it fly. And it's SGA missing. Warriors trail by 4. Porzingis passes to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Holmgren. And a deep 3 from Curry. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Yep, that one goes. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
Caruso just navigating his way to the cup. That is pretty work.
And here's Curry for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander from deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Jimmy Butler out there with Al Horford. Then it's Moody. Then there's Brandon Pajimski. And it's Melton in at the 1 spot. That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. Warriors trail by 7. Outside Pajemski. Horford outside. Clock at 4. Back to Pajemski. Here's Moody. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wallace. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Wallace has got 24.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Melton passes to Butler. Melton with a screen on Williams. There's the triple. That one's good from Melton on the assist from Butler.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Caruso outside. Hartenstein finds Williams. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
Your handle has got to be tight enough to get a little bit of separation. Jalen Williams with the pretty move.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Horford left side. Blocked. Wallace outside. Mitchell up top. Over Melton. Again, Oklahoma City.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
Warriors trail by 10. Melton passes to Butler. Back to Melton. Shot clock at 5. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Free throw drops for Melton. And Melton drops them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
There's a screen. Here's Wallace. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Butler. No good there. Some solid defense from Williams.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
The 3 from Mitchell. The Warriors pull it in. Melton outside. Now Butler. Williams defending. Melton passes to Horford. Back to Melton. It's tipped. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Hartenstein a screen to the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Butler on the wing. Over Williams. And there's another one for the Warriors.
Well, let's remember, this is a guy who was barely recruited out of high school. He had to go the JUCO route, and look at Butler now doing work in the NBA.
Now here's Caruso. Moody defends. Wallace outside. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Monday, they'll be playing against Jaren Jackson and the Utah Jazz. And then on Tuesday, the Chicago Bulls come to town, kicking off a homestand for them.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, this is one we've all been waiting for. Two of the best teams in the league going at it. And you know whoever wins is going to be viewed as a finals contender.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. And Golden State also making a switch. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Podziemski. Horford passes to Moody. Just 4 to shoot. Outside Butler. Dort with a steal. Down low. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Dort. Dort's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, Jalen Williams keeping his foot on the gas pedal here. He is staying in attack mode.
Here's Moody. Pass to Horford. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. Over Dort. Tough make by Jimmy Butler.
Relentless effort right there from Jimmy Butler to finish that play.
And here's Mitchell. Now here's Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. Drills it from deep. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Butler on the wing. Dort defending. Outside Butler. Back to Melton. There's the 3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 28.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Warriors trail by 13. To the paint. Butler with emphasis.
Watch your head. Jimmy Butler in the house.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the middle. Here's Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. 29 points for Jalen Williams.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Pass to Melton. Here's Moody. Lets the 3 fly. Mitchell grabs the miss.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Now Wallace. Launches a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Horford, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
Al Horford, a force inside right now, willing himself to the line, getting physical near the basket.
That's good from Horford.
When you think about Al Horford, you think about a guy who entered the league with a maturity beyond his years. And now consider, guys, we've been talking about high-level play for over a decade in the NBA. What a career.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. The three. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a switch here. Green is checked in. Now Melton. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Green. A screen. Clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Good on the bucket.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Warriors trail by 13. Melton outside. Outside Curry from the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Back to Williams. Dort up top. Butler covering. Williams passes to Wallace. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Wallace has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Nice feed by J-Dub, looking for the best shot, that's for sure.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Outside Curry. Now Butler. Now Green. It's good from beyond the arc.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Thunder leading by 12. SGA. Dort. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Guys, that's about hustle. That is Lou Dort wanting it more than anyone else on the floor.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. It's stolen away. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Melton. Now Holmgren, and stolen by Porzingis. Melton outside. Here's Porzingis. Rejected by Holmgren.
Holmgren gets the challenge up and sends that thing back.
Now Dort. Porzingis against SGA. 6 on the shot clock. Now Holmgren. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Thunder.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And after dropping 3 games to this team on the year, they have to be ecstatic to get the win.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Jalen Williams.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
SGA fires. Porzingis there for the rebound.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Curry, and he nails it.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Oklahoma City now. 17 points was their biggest margin. On the wing, Wallace. He's covered by Curry. SGA against Melton. Just 5 to shoot. SGA. He's off from 3.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
So it's Oklahoma City now. 10-point lead. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Williams.